Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Poorly Lit Discussion 9. You got Jacob.
Anton.
And it's about to get crazy. This is Anton's last Poorly Lit discussion before he goes to London. For how long? So you leave on like the 12th or some shit?
20 minutes.
Month and a half.
Month and a half?
I will be reporting to Tumblr.
Month and a half. Cool. So make sure you give Anton a follow for all the hot London news updates.
What's his URL?
Remierk.tumblr.com. REMIERK.tumblr.com. I'll post a link with the video. So, we got a lot of topics tonight. We're just trying to burn through this. So our first topic comes from Attack of the Killer Dirk, and it's movies you used to hate, but now like. Anton, do you have one for this?
Not at the moment. Start us off, Jacob.
Cool. So I used to hate the Royal Tenenbaums. And now it's one of my favorites. And this is why, because I saw it when it came out in theaters, and I was like 10, and the only thing I remember out of it is that you saw tits in it. That's like basically the only thing I recall. And I thought, oh, the jokes didn't make any sense. Oh, everybody was sad. I don't even fucking see the point. What?
Did it really come out that long ago?
It came out in 99, maybe 2000. I don't remember.
Nice.
I'll have to double check. But it came out when I was like 10, and my parents dragged me to see it in theaters. Then we saw Life Aquatic, too, and I thought Life Aquatic was stupid. So Wes Anderson is something that you can't get until you're like 17. Unless you're one of those really, really cool teenagers that I follow on Tumblr. So that's my movie I used to hate. Anton, what about you?
Yeah, I can't think of one. I feel like
I got a good one.
Well, that sucks. All right, so we're gonna tag Anton out, and we're gonna bring in a special guest host.
Oh god.
This is Jesse Baldridge,
go.
aka You're Hilarious. .tumblr.com. And Jesse, what's a movie you used to hate that you now
Okay,
like?
I used to hate Fight Club.
What?
Like out of
What?
everything, right? Because I had never seen it, and all my friends were like, "This is the best movie ever. You have to fucking see it." And I just got tired of it. It got to the point where like they wouldn't shut up about it, and I just didn't want to do it because I wanted to like hang out with them and play video games rather than like having to sit and watch a movie that I had super high expectations of. So it got to the point where like my friend Jeff wouldn't shut up about it. I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna race you." I used to run track and cross country, so it was like
He's got wings tattooed
yeah,
on his ankles.
Yeah, I got these, but it was
You can't.
The,
Okay.
the lighting is too
Discussion,
poor. We're
yeah.
gonna be better lit for a moment, just so you can
There
see
they
the
are.
wings.
So-
He's Namor, the Submariner.
Yeah.
Thank you,
But so
Mitch.
I was like, "You can have your skateboard. I'll just run on foot, and we'll race. And if I win, you'll shut up about Fight Club. If you win, we'll watch it right now." So we went out and found a street, and we raced. He had his skateboard. I won.
Wow.
So
Jesus.
we didn't
It's
watch
the
Fight
wings.
Club. And then that summer, like 3 months later, I was with a group of friends, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna watch Fight Club," and I was like, "All right." And he wasn't there, and I called him and told him that I would watch Fight Club, and it was fucking awesome. I love that movie now. It's one of my favorite movies
So
because
good.
when I finally saw it, I was like, "This is so great." But I called him and told him that, and he was super pissed, just because he had spent so much effort trying to get me to watch it, and I never did until just one random point in the summer.
Well, there you go. Fight Club, Royal Tenenbaums, and nothing. All right, so we're going to tag Anton back in
right.
for our next topic, which is brought to us by Nothing to Note. The topic is movies you liked as a child, but that haven't held up in recent viewing. Now, I've been watching a lot of Disney movies recently, and every Disney movie I've watched that I also watched as a child, I have enjoyed. However, I did recently watch Ferngully the Last Rainforest, and that made me want to take a shit off a bridge. Anton,
Star Wars.
fuck you. No, really, fuck you. Next topic comes from Orangish.
It's Betty.
They got Robin Williams to rap in that fucking movie.
Of
Like,
course.
Jesus Christ! How could anyone think that was a good idea? What?
I love the first.
Yeah, Fern Gully is pretty great.
Ferngully is a great movie, Jacob Rubin.
Robin Williams raps in it.
Oh, so that's a point of that's high praise now. Dude, this movie's so good. Robin Williams raps in it. Our next topic comes from Orangish Punkin, who submits the topic of dream travel locations.
Hi, Megan.
Hi, Megan. So I've always wanted to go to Australia because I've never been south of the equator, and they speak English. And apparently, for a while it was because their drinking age is lower, but that's not really a big deal anymore. But no, I'd always wanted to go to Australia. So Anton,
India. Yeah, my dad like went to Nepal when he was younger,
Mhm.
and he has all these photos of like cool buildings and shit. And over time, I've realized that like India has tons of cool stuff and like great food and everything. So ever since, I've been wanting to go.
Cool.
Yeah.
So India. All right. Interesting. The next topic comes from Dogai, and the topic is Pokemon you would have sex with. So let's tag Jesse in for this one, unless you got
Hey,
something.
fuck you, buddy.
I'm nearly positive we've had this conversation for Pokemon you would definitely have sex with.
Okay.
Gyarados because he's asking for it.
Quiet, Mitch. Gyarados is asking.
Jinx better never come up in this conversation.
I wasn't gonna say Jinx.
Okay.
I had someone else in mind.
Well,
You go then. I have to think.
Lopunny.
That's so stereotypical.
Why?
You got, because
Because?
it's obvious.
Okay. Well. Okay.
You gotta go with like.
Okay. Fucking
like-
Parasect.
like-
I don't know. What do you want me to say?
That's gross. That's gross. You're plant fucking now.
No, I'm mushroom fucking.
The,
Fungi.
You gotta get
Fungi.
like female
Fungi fucking.
Gallade. Female Gallade is like because they look different, but they're still badass.
Gardevoir.
Yes,
Gardevoir.
Gardevoir. Yeah, I forgot they had a.
Gardevoir's another one of those obvious
yes.
choices.
That's not that obvious because it's not like Nidoqueen.
Marowak.
Drifloon.
Lady Wobbuffet. Lady Wobbuffet. It's
It
got
has
lipstick.
it's there.
That's how you know it's a girl.
It's gross, but it's
Jesus.
there.
Or you know, I mean, I feel like the most obvious choice is probably Ditto. No?
No, I'm agreeing with
That,
Oh, okay.
That makes me feel like I
That
have to
makes
go
perfect
take a
sense.
shower.
All right, tag Anton back in.
That makes you.
For our next topic, which is brought to us by Phoenix Pen, and the topic is a topic that Anton is an expert on.
Oh.
That is actually the
That-
topic.
Not knowing
that's all of
things.
it.
Right. What is something that you are an expert on?
Political economy.
Oh my God, that's so tedious. All right, drop something on us. You got, well, let's say, but keep it under a minute.
Go.
Go.
Oh
got
fuck.
Give us one of your theories.
All right. All right. My
Yeah.
theory of cultural efficiency.
Your fear of cultural efficiency.
Yes.
Okay.
It's one that I like. The idea is pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is that some cultures are better at spreading than others. And so expectedly, you can think that whatever culture is best at expanding over time will be the most dominant culture. So it is a counter-argument to the idea that the reason that capitalism has spread is because it is the best, system, and instead claims that it is because it's the most expansive system.
Again, that URL is remierk.tumblr.com for more of these hard-hitting beliefs on a subject.
And
As you said earlier.
Idiocracy.
Anyway, our next subject comes to us from Softcastle McCormick. Then that topic is least favorite bands/musicians. Anton, you got one for us? Who do you hate?
Say that again.
Least favorite bands/musicians.
Oh Christ.
Yeah, he sucks.
Who? Christ. Nice. Okay, well, my go-to are I'm really fucking tired of Black Eyed Peas.
Fuck Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, thank
I've
you.
mentioned this in the past.
I really dislike the Black Eyed Peas, and I also really dislike Katy Perry. Those are my big two.
Fuck
But she
Katy
has
Perry.
titties.
Yeah, well, so does like every other female recording artist. I find, like, you know who's really good looking? Adele. Adele is fucking beautiful.
Fuck
I
yeah.
have no idea who that is.
You don't know Adele?
That's the name of my grandmother.
Oh, okay. That's kind of gross. All right, well, your grandmother must be a smoking hot lady singer. Why are you pointing? Your shadow is just jabbing
Oh,
at me.
Jacob's a hot lady.
Okay, that's our point. Anyway,
Sexy hot.
Anton, you don't have one?
I say fuck.
Jesse, get in here.
Least favorite bands.
Least
or
favorite bands or
musicians?
musicians.
Okay, because I'm an English major, I have to say Alanis Morissette.
Oh, because of ironic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Least favorite band. Shit. I mean,
It's cool. Don't worry about it. All right, let's keep rolling. We got it. We're only just over halfway done. All right, Anton, get back in here because the next topic comes from Somnul, Hi, Kevin. And the topic is London. Anton, what are you looking forward to doing in London? Like, what's something that's on your list?
Honestly, I haven't. There's a lot of things that the program itself is doing in London, so I haven't thought about doing things in London itself that much, but the surrounding areas. Like, I want to.
The topic is London.
You're going to Brighton.
Yeah,
That's
Brighton.
not in London.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, England. Let's expand it out to England.
So, Stonehenge, Brighton, fucking, I want to go hiking in Scotland.
Not in England. They'll kill
It's
you if you
related.
say that it is.
I gotta remember that.
Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland is
Primary activity is getting killed by the locals.
right.
That might happen.
Well, if I were you, here are some things that I would check out. I would definitely try to see some Shakespeare because, if I'm not mistaken, David Tennant and Catherine Tate are in Much Ado About Nothing right now. Much Ado About Nothing, and that sounds amazing. David Tennant doing Shakespeare.
what?
Like, I usually don't give a shit about Shakespeare. I mean, no, I like Shakespeare, but usually productions of it
Dude,
aren't
I
that
usually
great.
like Shakespeare, and this sounds fucking awesome.
But David Tennant,
not fun.
I saw
Really
David Tennant
not
doing
fun.
Hamlet, and it was amazing. I didn't see it, but I saw clips on YouTube and whatnot.
That's on my list.
So yeah, and I don't know, go to pubs. I'd go on the
Stop
Shaun
on
of
the
the Dead
Red
tour,
Full suit.
as in go to places where they shot Shaun of the Dead.
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
That might be cool.
That'd be really awesome.
I will take that into consideration.
All right, our next topic comes from My Mad Rhymes, which is hentai in today's society.
Pop, pop.
All right, pop. All right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so you said fuck you when I said Pokemon you have sex with. You're like, oh, hentai, I know so much about this.
So there's this article on Cracked that's talking about anti-piracy that game developers do, and one happened to be for a recent hentai game that came out. They, in the installer, the company, if it knows that the game is pirated, turns that into a Trojan that accesses all of your personal information and posts it to a website automatically. And they also, when they do that, take a screenshot of your computer to try and find shit that's embarrassing. So they hope you're open to some like weird ass porn site or something. And then the only way you can get them to take it down off the website is by saying, yes, I illegally downloaded a porn game. And it's all completely illegal because they put that they were going to do that in the terms of service if they knew it was pirated. And since everyone clicks I agree without reading everything, they
course.
basically just prove that no one reads the terms of service and they can like fuck with you all they want.
Jesus.
Well,
Dude, that's fucked up.
That's so intense.
Well, I like porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Hentai, Anton, anything?
I also like porn. I feel like that's a really fucked up thing to do.
That is a really messed
I
up
think
thing.
it makes schoolgirls
Someone else get in the
kind
frame.
of a dangerous thing.
Pirating.
Cartoon porn is weird.
Like all of a sudden, if you
Kinda
wear a
weird.
plaid skirt, tentacles will climb up your legs.
It's like DBZ.
Well, that's
they
just
just
true.
play loops of
Yeah.
the same
Have
thing.
you ever tried
over and
Tentacle
over
Grape?
again.
Tentacle grape.
America's #1 selling hentai-themed soda, Tentacle Grape. TentacleGrape.com. $12 for like a 6-pack, I think. You can only order it on the internet. They have to mail it to you. But it sounds delicious. Tentacle Grape.
I've actually been to that website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to try this soda. Tentacle Grape. Anyway,
Where do you even get
Going
You have
there
to
right
order
now.
it?
yeah, you have to order it
It's
online.
like
The
a
only place you
bottle
can order it is online.
Safeway
That's alright.
brand grape soda or something.
They just them pouring Safeway Select into a bottle with an anime girl on it.
You know Fufu?
Hufu?
It's
Yep.
some
Human
kid-
tofu.
Yeah,
Human
he came
flavored
up with the
tofu.
idea while watching a show about cannibalism and eating a tofurkey sandwich. So it's like, we want to make a fake human who have a tofu.
What?
Okay, here. Would you try that?
How do you know what
I
humans
would
taste
eat-
like?
They ask
Human-flavored
cannibals.
Huh?
I would eat human flavored meat.
But you wouldn't eat human.
No, I would eat
Yeah,
this.
but not in every society. So you
This
can
just
go
in,
out and
Mitch
find
would eat a
some
person.
people.
Get in the frame more. Get in the frame.
You're covering so many things.
Yeah, this is great. This is like the best toilet discussion ever. All right. Next topic comes from Vote Che. I'm pronouncing it right.
It's Russian.
I'm pronouncing it. No, it's Vote and then Shay because her name is Cheyenne. Vote Shy. Vote Shay.
I don't know who
I
that
don't
is.
know. I'm sorry. I've fucked it up before.
What's
Anyway,
the geek?
the topic is Ratigan, who's the villain from Great Mouse Detective.
Oh, Ratigan. Oh,
Now,
Ratigan.
unfortunately, I haven't seen Grandmaster Detective in a while, even though I've been rewatching a lot of Disney movies. But I remember really liking it as a kid, and I actually had the storybook, like the Golden Book of fucking Grandmaster Detective, and I loved that. And I think Grandmaster Detective is an amazing Disney movie. The title's kind of lame. I saw Waking Sleeping Beauty, the documentary they made about Disney in the 80s and 90s. Great documentary. Yeah, I think Grandmaster Detective is a fantastic. Really showed what the best that Disney was capable of doing before, like pre Little Mermaid, you know. So Ratigan is a great villain. He's a really good over the top, but kind of James Bondish, not James Bondish, Sherlock Holmes, James Bondish, British sort of villain. I think Ratigan's a really good villain. Anton, have you seen Grandmaster Detective?
I haven't.
Jesse,
What's wrong with you?
I have no idea what that is.
Mitch.
Hells yeah, shit's great.
Anyway, Ratigan is cool. Ratigan's a really cool villain. And he's probably the most memorable thing about Grandmaster Detective, honestly.
Yeah, that song, Oh Ratigan, come on.
I don't remember. I don't remember that part. And our final topic for the night comes from Bearwave, who asks, because X-Men First Class just came out, favorite/least favorite comic book movie. Now Jesse and I saw X-Men First Class last night, and what do you think?
Best cameo by someone
No.
in the history
No.
of ever.
That cameo was incredible. No spoilers, because that movie was. And I hate it when people spoil the movie during opening weekend. On Monday, I'm gonna be talking about this shit like
It's
crazy.
not directed towards
Whoop,
any of the
whoop,
plot.
whoop. No talking. None of that. None of that business. There's a couple cameos actually that are really good.
Yeah.
No Stan Lee cameo. I was disappointed. But
Yeah.
okay, so my favorite comic book adaptation.
That's a spoiler.
Yeah, I think that is one.
What?
He said before the movie came out though that he couldn't do it because
Yeah.
it was filmed in Australia, and he's like, yeah, that's too far.
X-Men First Class is really good. I liked X-Men and X-Men 2 more, but I still liked X-Men First Class. I'd say my favorite comic book movie, American Splendor was great. Iron Man was really good. Spider-Man 2 was awesome. Really stayed true to the comics and stayed true to what Spider-Man is all about. And origin stories have never really been that great. So I wasn't really his biggest fan of Spider-Man 1, but Spider-Man 2 was awesome. And Dark Knight. I don't know. My least favorites, fucking Daredevil, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Because League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is
great.
so good. Do I have it? No, I don't
That
know.
actually
movie-
It's
like
right. It's
that
actually right behind you.
movie a little
League of
bit.
Extraordinary Gentlemen.
That movie is droopy-eyed, no on face.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is a piece of shit. But the comic was so good. And I have that one, the first one right there, and then the other three right here. I keep it on hand. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is one of my favorite things right now. This one's in 3D. Black Dossier.
Fucking most of the old Batman movies are pieces of shit. Sorry.
Most, if not all.
Batman Forever and Batman and Robin were terrible.
Yeah.
Batman Forever is good drunk.
Batman
Really
Robin.
because Jim Carrey's just so
You
ridiculous.
mean
Like
hilarious
I
and
was
awful,
watching.
then yes.
I was watching Batman Forever with my buddy Steven, and we were just making jokes the whole time. And at one point, the Riddler kills a guy by hitting him over the head with a coffee pot. I think he kills Ed Begley Jr. by beating him over the head with a coffee pot. And then he goes, "Caffeine'll kill ya!" And we're like, "Oh, Riddler, you and your cunning riddles. What could that possibly mean?" And then at one point, he kicks a guy out of the building. It might even be the same guy, and he goes, "Joygasm!"
Oh wow.
So that's my Jim Carrey impression, you guys. I kind of liked Batman Returns because I thought that Danny DeVito was a fucking perfect Penguin, and Michelle Pfeiffer wasn't a bad Catwoman. And I thought the one with Jack Nicholson as the Joker was also pretty good.
Fuck
I
that.
agree.
Fuck
I agree.
that.
It's crazy that he even told Heath Ledger that watch out for this role, it'll fuck with you, and then that happens.
And then Heath Ledger died. Yeah. Anton, what do you think? You haven't said anything for a
Dark
really long
Knight,
time.
Fuck yeah.
Favorite,
You went in costume.
I did go in costume.
Yeah.
That was,
What?
that was
He was
completely
really
accidental.
Yeah, you were working at a summer camp that week. That summer.
Were you
Yeah.
the Scarecrow?
No.
It was Dark Knight.
I was the Joker.
It looked really.
Yeah, I
really
was
cool.
working
It was-
at
it
this
was pretty
camp,
scary.
and
It
it
was
was,
really,
face
really
painting day, and a bunch of the kids were getting their faces painted as the Joker, and then they did.
Because the
that.
movie was out that day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
out that day.
I didn't go to the midnight show because I was still working on the new
Yeah, I
ones.
doubt any of them actually saw it, so it's kind of funny.
Because it was so creepy.
Yeah,
Like
it
as we were
was
walking out of the
fucking-
theater, I just felt numb due to joy. That was
yeah.
amazing.
Dude, it fucked with my brain to be in costume. It was a little weird. It was a strange experience.
Yeah.
It was really good. It
Yeah.
was really good.
Anyway.
There's some
Anyway.
girls who are staring at me.
That's our last topic for the night, and we're almost at 20 minutes, and this is the longest Poor Lit discussion we've ever done. So, Anton,
Yes.
good work tonight, or something. Have fun in London. Jesse, thanks for stepping in.
West Side.
We got Mitch over here who provided a lot of commentary, and then on the couch we got Layla, Lev, and Jono who didn't say anything, but you know, you were here. Yeah, and it looks like he had a good time. He looks pretty drunk. I don't know, we've been doing some drinking. Anyway, thanks you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time for On Poor Lit Discussion.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.